When we last left our sorcerers, they had just successfully assassinated Albacius Damasus, who had attacked Avalon in her own home. With the senator now dead, Avalon unconscious, and Gaius wounded from his fight with the Wolfman, the sorcerers must decide what their next step is, and who they can trust. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sorcerous Origins, Clayton's babysitter's favorite actual play D&D series. I am your Coliseum master, Will Peña, and today I'm joined by the players. First, we have Riley Civerolo Douglas.
It's Marcus Prosperous, isn't it?
Maya Dilatory.
Avalon Valerius.
Sarah Sherwood.
It's Clio Meliora.
Sydney Steinberg.
Aemil, Celeris.
And Clayton Currie.
Gaius, Maximus.
All right, so I know we left off on a huge world-shattering note last time, but I'm going to start off
with the breadsticks.
With the breadsticks, yeah.
The soup?
Did you guys tip?
That weird fucking dog.
Oh my god.
We are going to start in the kind of dream realm with Avalon. Avalon, last thing that happened was that this huge primordial dragon in the midst of smoke and acid and flame came eye to eye with you and said, "You need to be a predator." What is your response?
Is this what I said last time?
I don't remember what you said last time.
Oh, I said I tried that. That didn't work. Give me something else.
Try not being a coward.
Yes, that's true.
Smoke billows out of its nostrils. I'd like you to make a wisdom save for me.
This is my dad.
That's my dad.
Avalon dies after all the hard work that I put into stabilizing her.
My dragon dad strikes me down as I stand.
Oh,
That's a 19.
19, very close, not enough.
No.
I rescind my handshakes.
The smoke gathers and billows around you, forming hard plates as this ovular shape kind of forms around you, encompassing you. You're technically under the fear effect as you are pulled into this dragon's egg.
Can I bang on the walls?
You do, yeah. You hear this hollow thunk. As you touch the outside, you feel the heat and the sting of the acid and the power emanating. But inside of here is nothing. The air is clean. You are safe. Avalon, do you remember, until very recently, the last time you talked to Augustus?
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to share that memory, or we can skip to what happened afterwards?
Well, I have. It's kind of a two system. There is the last time I spoke to Augustus, and the last time Augustus spoke to me.
Okay. I, as the dungeon master, don't know what Augustus spoke to you.
Well, it's really not as complex as you think. It's truly, we before had a normal conversation about our upcoming week, and Avalon was talking about the studies that she was going on with Octavius and their plans, and Augustus was talking about how he was going to go out for the weekend or so, and then came the weekend passed, and her parents told her to stop talking to him, and the next time she saw him, he said hello to her, and she walked straight past him.
As you reach that memory of your parents telling you not to talk to him, the fear sets in, and you feel this claustrophobia within the egg. And suddenly you're back there again. You're seated in your dining room. Your mother and father across the table from you. Avalon Valerius, what on earth were you doing with that boy?
What do you mean?
Have you any idea what he's been up to?
Well, he's just been up to what he usually is, Augustus.
No, dear, I don't think that you know Augustus. Listen.
No, I do. We've grown up together. Of course I know Augustus.
Your mother looks towards your father. He turns back to you. Avalon, I'm afraid he's not the man that you thought that he was, that we thought that he was, that his parents thought that he was.
What happened?
I would prefer not to share that with you, lest you go following in his footsteps. And your mom chimes in. Avalon, you must swear to us you will never speak to him again. Under any circumstances.
But I'm over with...
Avalon, swear.
I swear.
Thank you. Now, as we all know, Augustus has a brother who is of the same family, in the same trajectory as him, although not anymore. He is perfect. Perfect for you, Avalon. He is confident, he is handsome, intelligent, passionate, he is ambitious. He's everything you need. He's everything you should want.
All right.
Avalon, if you had the abilities that you had now, what would you have liked to do in that moment?
Was I the same age that I was back then? Is the only thing that's changed having abilities?
Yes.
With the same knowledge that I had then, I probably would have done the same thing. But with the knowledge now, I would have fought harder.
You hear the dragon's voice, even as you're sitting in this chair on the dining room table. Then fight.
I'm trying.
You're pounding against the side of the egg, and it's not enough. You can't break out of this thing.
Can I try scratching it with my dragon claws?
You start scratching it with your fingernails, and you're making some headway, but it's not enough. Stop being a coward, Avalon. Be a predator. And again, you're back at this table.
All right, What?
The clean air that you had been breathing within the egg is becoming thinner and thinner. And the egg seems to be smaller and smaller. It's closing in.
What to do? I'm in the egg, but I'm also in a memory.
Yes, and you're also in a dream. It's many layers. We're inceptioning it.
And you're also in a house where we killed the president.
Yes.
And you're also a person sitting in front of your computer playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Life is full of layers.
Avalon, I think you're going to marry this boy. I think you will have a long, happy life together. You have to do everything in your power to make that happen, of course.
Am I still in the memory here? Do I change it? All right. I'm confused.
You have a chance to change the memory.
If you had the
I
chance to
was
change
about to.
your...
You beat me to it.
Copyright. We don't want Disney coming down on us.
Fuck, Disney's
No,
gonna
I'm
sue us.
If
sorry,
you had
Will.
the pants
Would
to
destroy
change your
us if they
hate,
got this.
No! Fight back.
Come on, Avalon.
Yes. What?
Avalon said you're going to marry him. You'll become a senator's wife, and you'll have your whole life.
No.
I'm sorry, Avalon.
I feel like we've had a misunderstanding of what my life has been leading up to.
You feel your nails and like the bone in your fingers like extend and grow as you scratch and claw at this egg.
Why do you want me to grow up and be a senator's wife?
Because that's the best life for you. That's what I want for you.
That's not your life, and you claim to always have the best life.
Well, and you're clawing harder and harder, and you're making deep rips into the that little like silken layer within it, and you're at the hard, crushing egg behind. Avalon, it's difficult, and I want it to be easy for you. I want you to be able to, and she like looks to your father, and he doesn't know what to say back.
No.
One of the claws cracks through the egg.
This is not your life for me. This is my life, and I will be doing whatever I will be doing.
And the smoke fills the egg now, but it's sweet smelling, and it's like incense. And again, those metals and the sting of the acid in the air doesn't hurt your lungs anymore. It's part of what you breathe and part of what you are. Because you, Avalon Valerius, are a dragon. And as you shatter the egg, as it entirely cracks and crumples around you, the dream fades. And we are back with everyone else.
Okay.
So I think, are we like picking up right where we left off? Where like we are like just like.
Yes, I know we said a couple things, but we're gonna play it out. Albacius Damasus is dead on the street. There's I think the three of you are all out here at this point. Gaius is still within the house, which is still on fire. It is not completely put out.
I think because at
there's
this point, we were starting to drag Albacius back to the house, right? I don't know. I think
I don't know if we had done that yet.
Okay, I think Marcus told somebody to get.
I think Aemil is the closest to the body because I, what's it called? I chill touched him so he couldn't make death saves.
Choked him out.
Help!
What are we supposed to do with I go over to start to help Aemil. I'm like, what I don't think we should move it. I don't think we should touch it.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna like sort of take Aemil, like put one arm over their shoulder and kind of walk them away. I'm gonna go back up like the alleyway between the two houses and try and like peek in and see how Gaius is doing. But I don't want Aemil to see that there's a fucking werewolf thing in there. I'm gonna kind of like with like looking over my shoulder to try and get a glance inside without Aemil like noticing, just kind of like walk Aemil away from the situation as much as I can.
Gaius, you are inside the house. There is that deep pool of rainwater that is becoming dirtied with soot. There is that a stabilized body over in the opposite corner that has a huge bite taken out of it, although it is no longer bleeding. You have this wolf man on the ground, unconscious next to you. And the other man had run out the opposite door. That's your whole situation. And Clio, you do catch an eye of that.
Okay, I think what Gaius is going to do, he's taking a second to just sort of sit there floating in the water next to the unconscious. I don't know it's Augustus. Clayton's pretty sure it's Augustus. I'm going to pull myself back into my chair, and probably before Clio gets there, I'm going to. You said the house was still on fire, so I'm going to cast Warding Wind, which creates like a 10-foot radius around me of just like wind flying around. And it says it extinguishes flames that are the size of a torch or a small campfire.
If you spend like a minute or so in here, or a small campfire, yeah, I think you could get
That might be too big. I'll check again.
Totally flamed out. I don't know.
I mean, a big fire is just a bunch of small torch-sized
If you
fires.
think about it.
Think about it, yeah.
I think so. Yeah, no. I think you guys caught this pretty soon as it was starting. There is still a. It was smaller when you guys arrived. It's become bigger at this point. A plume of smoke starting to billow up in the sky from this house.
Yeah, I'm just going to go around. It says torch-sized or smaller. Not small campfire, just smaller.
Okay.
So as best I can, if I need
time,
to, I'll also throw some gust cantrips out.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe mage hand pat some shit out. But just going around trying to deal with this problem next. Because it's right there in front of me.
Sounds good.
If I remember correctly, I have Octavius's useless body.
Yes.
I think I have fucking I'm dragging Octavius. I'm gonna go back to the room where Avalon and Alexi is. First of all, is Alexi still there?
Yes, Alexi.
Good man. I'm gonna look at Alexi. What's his facial expression like?
Horrified as you drag this dead body inside.
No,
He's not
that
dead.
makes 6 of us.
He's not dead.
Oh.
What will it take for you to keep your mouth shut about this?
I won't. What happened to the senator?
He's not here.
All right. What even? Let's see.
Does he know that we tried to kill the president?
I'm gonna drop Octavius and go. I'm gonna punch. I have a certain amount of money. I also have access to magical powers that can make it so that you don't talk. I would prefer not to use those resources right now, and I trust that you know what's good for you. You seem to care enough about us that you didn't immediately stab the girl.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, I will. Also, what is going on?
You didn't immediately stab her. Ooh!
An alarm was going off on my phone as I was trying to give that speech, so I was like, I just immediately went to roll with advantage. I'm so sorry.
Just that confident.
Just that confident. Come on!
I don't like that face.
Let me see.
It's not terrible. It's
Riley's
not a
sexy
terrible
though.
face.
I don't trust Riley at all whenever she rolls.
Why? You don't trust me? You don't trust my facial expressions?
Yes.
You're just bummed
Yeah.
that I was excited about getting an 11 that one time and it tricked you into letting me suggest somebody. That was not on me. That was not on me, sir.
Trixie Habitses.
14.
14. Okay.
A sensual 14. Not a sensual. It's not sensual at all. But.
Unless.
Now.
No, not that kind of intimidation.
He had like a cool accent last time. He had like a brogue kind of like.
Kind of like
Yeah.
Squirtish.
All right. Yes.
A little squirtish.
All right. I won't say anything. I don't have to. I'd rather not be on your bad side.
Thank you.
Is she going to be okay? And he kind of like hoists Avalon's.
She'll be fine. She's tougher than she looks. Do you really want to be hanging out here still?
Not particularly, but there are other people in the house, particularly the Valeriuses, that
the parents.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Valerius, the senators. he made quite a ruckus. I don't know when they will be out, but they should be out any minute.
Where were they?
The bedroom, sleeping. It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
Sir, thank you for your cooperation and silence in the matter.
Of course. Is the money still a part of this, sir?
Jesus Christ.
I fucking slapped 2 gold into this man's hand.
Elgus. Thank you kindly, sir. You won't be hearing more from me. As he exits the garden.
I'm gonna turn around into the alleyway as he exits, and you guys are like in there. I'm gonna be like,
here's how the Valerius thing is gonna work. I'm gonna roll a d6.
No, don't.
The first time I roll 1, they come out. I'm gonna do it like after every time you guys like do something.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real. I fully thought they were dead, so this is actually good news.
This is an upgrade.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell us.
Avalon. Is she okay?
She's stabilized. I had to improvise.
Where's Gaius?
Gaius is inside, I think, putting the fire out.
That's not our biggest priority.
Marcus, I've got some news. It might be a further problem that we would like solved. I think 1 out of 5 is a good amount of resources to put towards that. Where is Avalon? Can you show me? I can get her.
I point to both of the unconscious bodies next to me.
I'm gonna like
the lump of toga that you just thought was some laundry turns out.
You're like, oh fuck, is that
oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna like pat Aemil on the shoulder and like, Aemil, if you need to just sit, you need to just take some time, do that. We will figure this out. And then I'm gonna go hit Avalon with a little cure wounds. So let me just roll those hit points for you, ma'am. It's a D8, right? That didn't do anything crazy. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's an 8 for you, Miss Avalon. So that's 8 plus 4 is 12. So that's 12 hit points for you. I will also get Octavius up because I'm generous like that.
Talk to him.
Oh, you're going to have to talk to him. We're all going to I'm going to look at Marcus. Should we wake up Octavius? Do we think maybe it's better to just let him sleep through this one? Or is it better to have a person with 2 feet walking that we don't have to drag?
Just looking at him like he's an idiot.
Yeah.
I think we need the least amount of dead weight.
That's what I was thinking.
Right now. Speaking of dead weight, are we just leaving the body of Albacius Damasus in a street?
One thing at a time.
We don't
go get the body if you want the body. One thing at a time for me, please. I'm gonna get Octavius up.
Okay.
It's a 3 for Octavius, so
that's fine. It's what he deserves.
7.
Yeah.
He's fine. 7.
That's great.
He doesn't have as many hit points as us.
You go up to him. You put your hand kind of up against his neck. The piercing that was up through the bottom of his jaw closes up. And he.
Okay. I'm gonna need you, Octavius. Can you? I don't know his name. Son. Can you?
Son? You don't know his name. You
Mother.
I'm in a fucking crisis. Okay.
I'm gonna need you to be on our side today.
Okay, Sport, listen. Okay, Sport, listen. Champ, Hero, listen. I'm gonna need you to do a couple things for me right now. Okay.
King.
Okay. You're okay.
Die.
You're okay. No, you didn't die. Mosley, you're okay. Take a deep breath. Deep breath. Okay. I'm going to need you to do 2 things for me. Stay insanely quiet, the most quiet you've ever been in your life, and do not fucking move. Okay? Stay right here. Keep your mouth shut. I will come back. We will handle everything. Everything will become clear to you in time. We're going to be great. Okay? Are you good? Emotionally, are you good? You can say no. That's an okay. Okay. So just keep that real deep inside of you like the rest of us do, and we'll deal with it later, okay?
Aemil is going to look over at Octavius and go, I don't don't know you. I think you're a friend of Avalon's. I'm so sorry that we almost got you killed.
Everything's fine. Everything is great here, okay? Everything's super good. We're going to deal with all of this later. Is Avalon up? Is she conscious? Is she good?
Avalon,
I have not done math that I need.
Come out of the dream and see Clio above you. You are conscious again.
Can I have woken up with a growl?
Okay.
And then,
okay. That's a very interesting energy that you're bringing to the table there, Miss Valerius.
Like an angry growl, though. It's fine.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
What
are you looking at?
Are the Pompeius? I see one.
One of them is fine. I don't know about the other one. He might not have been in the house. I'm not sure. He could still be in there. Gaius is on it right now. Gaius is on it.
Genuinely promise you that I am not trying to be an asshole right now. We need to decide what we're doing.
Okay. We have two options. Move the body, bury the body here. The dirt's already up.
Discussion be happening and
I don't have the whisper. I don't have the brain magic.
Oh, he tried to kill Octavius.
He tried to kill a lot of folks. And hey, let's make one thing very clear. That's what people are going to know if they know anything. Hopefully they know nothing. That feels unlikely. Albatius attacked Avalon. Albatius attacked Octavius for no reason, to satisfy his own ambitions. Right?
He attacked
Octavius? Don't worry about it. Just agree with me. Yes, that's what happened. Okay,
yes,
that's what happened.
Attacked Octavius.
At this point, if it makes sense time-wise, I'll say Gaius rolls up. And he'll roll up. He has Augustus's werewolf body sort of across his lap, and
Did you leave the mom in there though? Because I would have to go back and get her.
No, Gaius brought the mom.
Yeah, I'm going through the list of people I have
so sorry I got ahead of
my
you.
lap right now.
I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
I don't think you can have both mom. The werewolf.
Have you seen Gaius?
Is huge. It's like a very big creature. It'd be like a bear that you're trying to drape across you.
A bear? That's
bear.
a were-bear, Will.
It's a whole other creature.
It's a whole other thing.
Aemil is gonna like.
Okay, in that.
I'm gonna get up.
Yeah, we should go help
one or the
Gaius.
other for sure.
Could I get the mom and go pick up Albatius's body?
No, don't move the body. We haven't done what we're doing with the body. It's fine.
Gaius, if Gaius would do that, Gaius can do that.
Do what you have to do. Do it.
I heard everyone except Will.
If you know, okay. I don't know if you know that he's dead though.
I saw Clio coming in from the side. She ran out through that side.
Yeah, screaming and yelling.
Cool. And brought Aemil back through there. So that's what I'm going off of. You probably would have checked. Mm-hmm. So in that case, I probably dragged Werewolf Boy out of the house into like the alleyway. Probably left his mom there, and I brought Albatius's body with me back to the gang. I don't want to wheel up that hill again.
So you have Albatius's body in your lap right now?
On my lap, across my shoulder, whatever makes sense carrying wise. I have him.
Okay,
what did
our decision made?
We should leave.
Just for the record, Albatius's body is still slightly warm. It is stiff. It is light. All the like necrotic damage that has been done to him has just like sapped away. And it is badly burned on the back.
Will, I want that thing that he had. Sorry. That he had that magic thingy that he was using to do shit. Albatius did. I want it. Can I get it?
That was a physical object.
Was it a physical?
I thought it was. Was it?
Maybe it is.
Search his body.
Okay. What is that investigation?
Yes.
Would Gaius have found it in his time carrying the body with his passive investigation of 8?
More time to do this at another time.
It's too late, baby. I rolled an 18, so that's 21. Give it to me. Just hand it over.
Yeah, you do find it.
Okay.
You find this like black obelisk, like long rectangle of just pure, can't even see details on it, absolute black. The only reason you know it's rectangles because you can feel the edges in your hands.
Great. Well, I take that. That's mine now. I have it.
On his body, you also find a like small circular smooth stone etched with some writing that you can't tell.
Okay, well, I have that too.
I think right now we need to do whatever is quickest. Do we think it is going to be quicker to stay at the scene of the crime and bury a body? Do we think it is going to be quicker to take it with us somewhere and try to...
Should leave.
I think, Marcus, I think maybe you and Gaius get the body out of here. There are too many people here, but I don't know how to hide it while you're going. That's my concern.
Other things to deal with. There are 2 people out there right now. One of them
I will deal with them. They are my neighbors.
One of them is what?
One of them is something.
Yes.
I'm gonna step out of the alleyway.
Mm-hmm. You see this huge humanoid figure covered in fur. It's barely got some Hulk torn pants to conceal its decency.
Thank God. I was gonna lose it if
it's got Hulk pants. It's okay.
It's very large, like I said, like a bear, but more like gangly. And has these canine features at the head. And the kind of like reverse knees that dogs have.
Reverse knees? Does it look like my boy? Does it look like my direwolf?
Yeah, I think you see similarities to it. It's the same kind of sheen of the fur and everything.
Can I also step out of the alleyway?
Sure, yeah.
I think it's something similar to what happened to Decius. The Minotaur.
Yeah.
Anything?
This would make an insight check or perception, I guess.
Come on, roll high so we can just know for sure in character.
Into his eyes.
What if you gave me like advantage because this is my childhood friend?
No,
but what if
also werewolf?
Listen, but the eyes are the same, aren't they? What if
it's just like Twilight?
His eyes are closed.
It's just like Twilight.
He's unconscious.
What if
What'd you roll, man?
A bit of his eyes.
What'd you roll?
1.
No, you can't tell.
That might be Octavius.
Oh, shit!
And who's flying the plane?
Fuck.
You can't tell. There's this huge wolf-like monster in front of you.
Do we think... I'm going to admit that I don't know what the correct thing to do here is, because I don't know if splitting up is better or a death sentence for us.
It's not a great plan, but I don't know what else to do.
There's already cots here from pulling in dead bodies from the Coliseum, so you can.
That is a good note. There are like not trenches, but like these deep. They're graves. Well, we can put it out there.
What?
There are these deep, like 6-foot holes dug into the ground of this garden. There are no bodies in any of them. They're all open. And all of the dirt has been, like we said before, moved into the front courtyard.
We can deal with that. That's the whole other thing.
That's a whole other thing.
There's no carts and no other bodies.
There's no carts?
No, there's the wheelbarrows. The one cart that there was, you guys sent back over to the morgue with
morgue.
Oh my god. Fuck. Oh my god. What are we gonna do?
We have a grave dug. Do we want to just use it?
It's going to be the only...
Do you want to get rid of this? Yes or no?
We have to.
I think that the longer
I
we
have a
stay,
question.
the longer
Yeah.
we are in danger. If we take the time to put somebody in a grave and put the soil over it, first of all, that's going to be the only apparently used grave in this whole place. That won't buy us much time. As much as I hate to say this, I think we need to drag this body somewhere.
Will,
What's up?
our dead bodies, can I cast a spell on the dead body?
If it targets.
What the fuck are you doing?
Like if it's a person.
It says creature.
I don't think so. I think creature usually implies living.
Creatures can be dead.
What spell are you trying to cast?
I understand the dramatic.
Gaseous form.
What did you say?
On Albatius, I'm trying to
what spell?
Gaseous form.
Oh my god.
How would we?
We're gonna cloud form this bitch?
What happens when it dissipates?
He's just gonna float up and up and up and then
And we don't deal with it anymore.
Fucking god.
I looked it up. It is a willing creature. I don't think dead bodies can give consent. So I'm gonna my
Yeah.
thoughts.
that's a good point.
No.
Fine.
Oh my god.
Oh my
It was
god.
a good try, though.
If it was in his will that someone can cast.
Well, we don't have his will. Maybe that's our next step. We go
Got it.
find the will to see if we can
Oh
do
my god.
Then
If we take it where do we take it?
Who lives the closest?
we will
Aside
work
from
out
you,
Avalon.
Avalon.
route.
Yeah, I agree with Miss Valerius. We just need to go. I will say the only thing that I can think of that isn't a house is my workshop.
He's
Which,
question to Will, who is the closest?
Marcus's workshop would be the closest. Gaius, you're on the other side, or at the edge of the city with the farms. And Aemil and Clio live.
Are poor. Just say we're poor.
Yeah,
It's
we're
fine.
Marcus is kind of on the workshop's kind of on the edge of everything, near the center of town.
that's the only place that I don't think we'll get much time, but that's the only place that I can think of if they didn't already maybe have people looking for us. Or I think
Right. Okay, let's go there and figure out a way to talk to the people who told us to do this. Oh god.
Okay, It's okay. I have two quick things. Do you want someone to stay behind and deal with the Pompeius situation?
I have to speak.
Or do you want us all together?
you have to. Avalon said she has to speak to her parents.
Oh.
about various situations? I can stay behind. I will find you later.
I don't want to leave anybody.
I've got something else. I think if we needed to get in touch with, now I don't think this is a good idea, but just for example, Dominicus Faust, I think I could do that. If we needed to get in touch with someone like that, I could do that.
I think, yeah. Somebody who knows what's happening. Nobody knows what's happening. Oh god.
We know that we have to get out. That is it. There's too much deliberation. Let's just
Okay,
go.
let's
Talk
just
to
go.
your parents
Go talk to your parents.
now.
Tell them to stay in their room.
You guys get out. Octavius, take Octavius or whatever. I go.
No, I'm gonna say Octavius is gonna have to stay with Augustus and the mom, right? We're not bringing Octavius on our murder cover up, are we?
You quite literally just talked about it in front of him.
It's fine. I'm gonna look at Octavius. I'm gonna go, okay, you're gonna need to stay here with your family, okay? Keep them inside. Don't let them come out. Put
It's fine. I will tell him what to
put it
do.
somewhere. Okay.
Go.
Let's go.
We just, yeah, we go.
Okay.
Marcus, lead the way. I'm gonna go puke in a bush really quick. And Aemil goes and pukes in a bush, comes back.
We have no time. Puke on the way. Puke out.
Okay. So are you guys all heading over to the workshop, or is Avalon staying to talk?
Avalon is this. That feels so
This
bad that
feels
we're
so
leaving
bad.
just Avalon.
Oh
Also,
no.
the last time that happened.
The last time that
murdered the
happened,
president.
we ended up
I
murdering
feel
the
like
president.
You wouldn't kill me twice.
I'm
You
worried about how
would.
you're gonna kill when we leave you alone, baby. I'm not worried about other people.
Are we
Uh,
sure? Are we sure?
I'm
I'm
gonna stay with Octavius and wait for Avalon and
Great.
Okay.
puke in the bush
Okay.
maybe a couple more times.
Leo,
Okay.
Gaius,
So Aemil is staying. I'm going with the other. Okay.
and
Just
I
double
assume Gaius is coming with us, right?
You guys better be coming with us. He's got the body, so.
Grab the body.
No, you had the body. You're the one looting it.
Put it back on Gaius's lap. Put it back on Gaius's lap. Let's go.
This is D&D, baby.
Put it on guys' lap. Guys, wheels out of there. You are moving on your way. I'm gonna stick with Avalon and the meal for right now. What are you guys doing? Octavius watches Clio leave. Hi, Avalon.
It's not the fucking
I
time.
think.
Did you also die?
Very, very close. I think he killed me. He tried to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
I felt a spear move up through the bottom of my jaw, through my tongue. I remember how that feels.
Yes, I felt a spear go through all of my organs and out the other side. Mm-hmm.
This is good for them, actually.
Emil is just
God.
1,000 yards staring like in between them.
So, Octavius, I'm glad you're not dead.
Thank you. I appreciate that after everything, that the dying and my house being on fire and the monster that's still right there. What is that?
Where's Augustus?
I don't know. We were all in separate rooms. We were all sleeping in our rooms when it happened, and this fire started, and this monster started tearing through our house. I don't know. My apologies. I am Octavius Pompeius, as he turns to Aemil. I saw you at the gala, but that I didn't get a chance to talk to you with the old monsters.
Right. Emil. Shake his hand.
What are we still doing here?
Avalon, you need to go talk to your parents.
I'm gonna go.
All right. You move out of the garden into the kind of main room, where the nice bedrooms are, and you know where your parents' room is. You hear some like cluttering going around in there. You just open the door. You knock, or
I'm just gonna open it.
That's growth, baby.
your parents are mostly dressed, but still trying.
Whoa!
I told you they were fucking this whole time. I told you from the beginning there was weird sex stuff going on with
6
them.
o'clock in the morning. They just woke up.
I knew it.
Oh, I
Some
hate
people
it here.
do
I
sleep
hate it
naked.
here.
It is a
They're
thing.
like putting the finishing touches on, like getting their togas in order, which is their priority for this break-in.
Fucking course it is.
Avalon, you look terrible.
She's
Thank you.
fine.
What
Why was Albacius
Hold on.
Damascus here?
Albacius needed our garden?
For what?
What happened? What was the crash outside? And there was.
Well, you see,
Sound.
he stabbed me.
You don't look very stabbed to me.
Is there blood on my?
That's true.
They're
That's right. I
fucking
was gonna be-
gaslighting their
I'm
daughter about
confused.
whether or not
no,
she
you're
got
totally right. I'm sorry.
Covered in blood from having lain in a pool of my own blood for.
I'm so sorry. You're
5
totally
minutes.
right.
Is there
No,
not
you're
red
just
right in the
wearing a
middle of my
tie-dye
dress where I
red
got
toga.
stabbed?
Caesar cosplay.
You don't look very stabbed. Whose blood is that? Because that's not yours.
I know what you're
8 hit points.
Okay. Okay. He what? Ambitious.
Why was he here? What was he doing? What was he doing with the bodies from the Coliseum? Why was he digging graves?
I don't know. It was for something with the military. He didn't want to explain it fully. He needed our house, and I wanted to be gracious, and he is a very well-respected member of the Senate, and it's good to be in his senex, and it's good to be in his good graces, and we wanted to have him here. Avalon, are you okay?
I've never been better. What happened to the family above all? You let a man dig graves in our backyard? Family above all?
Avalon, this is a strange time. Your father chimes in. We are facing unprecedented attacks from Telnar. It's our duty to do whatever we can for this country. I don't see the problem with giving up our home for a few days to let him do what he has to.
All right. Well, it is my duty as well to do whatever I can for this country.
I should hope so.
Have a good morning.
What do you and as you exit, I think your mom actually like chases after you. What happened to Albatius? He stabbed you, and what happened? Is he still here? Are you in danger?
No.
I don't think you should go, Avalon. I think you should stay here with us. Clearly,
I'm going to go, and I wish things could have been better between us, but I understand that you wanted what's best for me. But
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're saying. You need rest. Avalon, you stay here.
No, I can't. I'm gonna leave.
Okay. You walk back out into the garden. Aemil, while this is happening, you look back over to where you were fighting with Albatius, and the door's still wide open, and you see his desk there that he kind of set up with for his stay in the Valerius household.
I go over to it
And
I start rifling through everything.
It's pretty bare bones. It seems like you kind of maybe just gotten here, hadn't totally had a chance to set up.
Any hidden compartments, buttons I can press?
Make an investigation check.
All right. Oh, which one should I use?
Good one.
Come on, baby.
Also, I love how it's now
Ooh.
established that there's no Third Amendment.
I was just gonna say, is this the invention of the Third Amendment? Do we say
Investigation, terrible. 8.
8.
find 8 whole documents?
The only thing you can find, there's a lot of stuff that's written in a language that you've never seen before, that you have completely no idea what this is. So you can pick those up if you want to.
So that's a cool thing, because I would really like to cast comprehend languages, which is a sorcerer spell.
Let's go, poet.
And I want to read them. I'll read those documents, please.
Cool. You don't have.
Hold on. Let me get my notes ready to write some shit. Okay.
You don't have a ton of time because Avalon's like conversation with the parents is short. She's going to come back in a couple of seconds.
I'll take anything with me that I don't read on the spot.
Cool. Perfect. The first thing that you find that's actually in common in what's our language for it? Invictan?
Imperium.
I keep on doing that. Invictus was a country in my last campaign. I just used
I
my.
shouldn't have sent you that poem, Will. Now you got it on the brain.
is a little schedule. And the two main things that are on this itinerary is that Quintus and Brooks will be arriving here at 7 a.m.
And it's 6 right now?
Oh my
Okay.
fucking god.
It's only 6. It's only 6.
Oh my
it's like
fucking god.
15, you know,
It's
like
only 6:15.
pretty
Okay,
early on in the
okay.
And the other one is that there is some sort of meeting with someone whose name you do not recognize. Their name is Gallio Lepidus.
How the hell do you spell that, my
Gallio,
guy?
sorry. Gallio.
Galileo?
And then last name Lepidus. Lepidus.
Lepidus. Meeting with Galileo Lepidus? Lepidus.
Lepidus.
At when? Where? When is that happening?
That is happening at 3 p.m. today.
3 p.m.
It's
today.
happening. There's no addresses in Rome. I don't get how they did it. That's one of those things with like modern ancient times. I looked it up. They didn't use addresses. I don't know what they did. They didn't.
They and their cities were built different.
Yeah, you know, the
And yet
Safeway
all roads led
next to
but there's a general area with like some landmarks and directions. It seems to be a private residence. Within
right.
this kind of sector of the city, the rich person sector.
Cool.
As far as the stuff that you didn't recognize, you're looking through the documents. They're all in this language that you don't understand. And then suddenly the ink kind of moves itself for you. And the darkness of the black pigment changes within your mind almost, because you can tell the words are the same on the page. Nothing has changed there, but your understanding of them has altered. And you see the one word repeated that you see most often is the term that you may be unfamiliar with, which is necromancy. And there are mentions of crate undead, the dance macabre, and yeah, you see a lot of they are certain. And you see circles and graves, and ceremony is one that's also repeated many times.
Oh
I think
no.
that's all you get within the time. We just see like from behind their back, we just see like filtering through papers as Avalon walks into the garden again. Octavius is still standing there. Everything all right? Okay. What do we do now?
I suppose you have a choice. You can come with us, or you can stay. And I haven't been in your house.
I think I'd like to stay if I can. I'd like to check on my mom and my dad and see if Augustus is okay. I wish the two of you the best of luck.
Are they like? Where is the desk in relation to them?
It's not too far away. You could definitely hear
Yeah.
some of this happening. Yeah. I don't know what to think anymore. Avalon. Albatius Masters tried to kill me. He's the man that I and everyone I know looked up to, and he used me as a human shield.
Yes.
I think at that point I come around from the side of the desk holding like armfuls of papers, and I say, I think he might have been trying to do a lot worse if we hadn't stopped him. Avalon, we have to go. Quintus Imbrooks is coming in about 45 minutes.
All right. Let's go. Octavius, protect yourself and your family.
All right, I will. Maya, roll a d20 for me.
Should
So
I
what?
use my Avalon dice, which have done me wrong?
I think trust in the Avalon dice to
Yeah.
tell the story they need to tell.
I will
For the
trust-
record, it's just a luck check, and you're looking for a 20.
Shut up.
No
Really?
way.
I can't
No
fucking
fucking way.
this.
No fucking way.
Okay. I mean, I asked you for the roll. As the sun kind of moves up, shifts slightly,
Never miss you again.
the rays of light pour into that alleyway, and the monstrous beast that you guys saw before you starts to kind of shrink and like in spurts, and like its bones are moving, crumbling back down on top of themselves. And all three of you see, after what is maybe like a 30-second long transformation, still unconscious, still mostly unclothed, Augustus Pompeius.
Is he hot? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
We know he's hot. We've talked about this.
You see
We've been over
you see
this.
the sharp, handsome features of Augustus Pompeius.
This is very bad.
Can I like kneel down next to him?
Octavius faints.
That stupid bitch! Why did we
just woke him.
fucking HP on him then? If he was
I got
just
spell points now.
at the side of
He's
his
fine.
werewolf brother.
Avalon,
Well,
are
he's
we
fine.
taking him with us or are we leaving? I'm following you on this. I don't
I do
know
not-
what to do.
Let's take him.
Should we wake up Octavius?
Sure. Octavius. Take him.
No, slap him.
Ah.
Dang it.
Well, we
Uh,
know where Augustus went.
Yes, he's the thing that set our house on fire. I think. Oh God.
Yes, it's fine.
Okay.
It'll be all right.
Okay.
We are going to take him because I'm not sure if he's going to go back into this situation. Find your parents.
I will. Well, I'll take care of him. Everything will be fine. Everything.
Yes.
I will handle this.
Yes, I have the utmost faith in you, Octavius. I forgot which one he was for a second.
Or you were just
I know,
thinking about Augustus.
he sounded like useful, so for a second I thought he was
It's
Augustus.
like,
Yeah. Wait, this can't be.
Wait,
That can't be
hold on.
right.
This can't
Oh,
be
God.
Octavius.
Right.
Are we gonna carry?
Um,
I think that's all you guys can do.
yes. Can I try to pick him up? Let me tell you something. I have 0 strength.
So does Aemil.
That
I
means
think
that if you
I think-
both just put him over your shoulders.
I think no roll both of you could.
Okay. Okay. Where do I
Wait,
put all these papers?
You guys are taking Augustus, but not Octavius.
Octavius can come too if he wants to help us
His
carry
mom is
his
still
unconscious
alive.
brother. I would love for that to
His
happen.
No,
mom
no,
is
you're
not,
saying-
like.
Okay,
like-
I'm just trying to understand. Okay,
Yeah.
Octavius would like to stay, so he's going.
Okay.
Cool. Let's move back to the three of you guys.
Great. I don't know if you want to answer this question now or later, but how far would they be behind us time-wise? Like 5 minutes?
Like 5 minutes. Not too far, but they're carrying a person, so it's gonna be
Okay, so just theoretically, like if I, Marcus, I'm like walking through, would they be able to like parse where we went, or do I need to leave some sort of?
Said your studio,
that, Maya?
right?
So you know how Avalon's rich?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Is there a horse around?
There's always horses around in the city.
I know. Can we get on one?
We just have wild horses.
They're just around.
Make another lot. I mean, there's not like cabs, you know. There's like you can't like.
Taxi.
Rich. We established I'm rich.
Is there one like on your state?
Rich people have horses.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Luck check.
I think that makes sense. Yeah.
That would have been good for our group to
I know. I just remembered.
That would have been. Are we sure
Avalon's
that
been
horses
through a
if we
lot.
wouldn't have taken a horse if that would have.
We're fine.
we-
We're
Okay.
fine.
If it doesn't make any sense, then we also won't take a horse.
I want you guys to have a horse. I'm just saying that if Avalon said earlier that there were horses, it would make sense for us to, like, our group to have taken that.
Maybe there's only one horse.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you
Yeah.
just remembered your childhood best friend horse, that's okay. If
A
you
deep
didn't
bond.
think about
No, I think it makes sense that you guys. Where would they keep him? No, I think you guys own. You guys own horses. You do not keep them on the estate. They're like on a ranch somewhere. You know?
Their summer home.
They're over by Gaius's
Where
house.
they're
Darn
to
it.
Rome. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Yes. All right. Let's go.
Okay. So back to the other question. You told them where you're going. It would, like, I feel like it made sense if you gave directions. You know, like.
Yeah.
So I don't think you need to like leave a breadcrumb.
Right.
trail.
You go until you find the big fountain, then you take a left. If you hit the morgue, you've gone too far.
Not the
I'm not
morgue.
I'm not working by the morgue.
Everywhere's a morgue.
Okay, cool. That was
Tall
what I
morgue,
needed to
if
know.
you're
But now, let's carry Albatius Damascus through the city.
Okie dokie.
It is 6 o'clock in the morning. So in this kind of section, I'm gonna have you guys overall stealth check, but this one will be pretty low DC. In the more economic section, where people might be opening up their shops right now for the day, that's where it's gonna be a little more difficult.
Well, I have a fucking question. Really quick before we roll this check, I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know we said any spell that applies to a creature doesn't apply. Invisibility says anything a target is wearing or carrying is invisible.
We're carrying Albatius.
Specifically, Gaius is carrying Albatius. If I cast invisibility on Gaius, would Clio have the because Clio's cast invisibility on herself and all of her stuff also turn invisible?
No, yeah.
Would she think that Albatius's body would turn invisible if she cast invisibility on Gaius?
Or maybe even just casting it on Albatius. I feel like just because you can make objects invisible.
Sure, we could, but it doesn't say that in the spell description. It just says a creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. And like we just set the precedent that like a creature, like a body is not a creature. Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it is on the target's person. The spell ends if a target attacks or casts a spell. So
I want this to work. I guess the question to ask is, if Gaius were carrying a live person, would that turn the live person invisible? And if no, we can ask the second question of, is Albatius Damascus an object now?
yeah, that's what the question is
Welcome
because
to
if it's not a
metaphysics.
creature, if it's not a creature, then the body is a thing.
I think yes, it would turn Gaius and Albatius invisible.
Okay.
I don't think it works on a live person, so you can't like double up
No.
invisibility by just picking someone up.
No, well, because it's not a creature. It's a bot. There's not a dude in there.
Yeah.
It's a
You
corpse.
continue nitpicking. It says specifically worn or carrying. I am not wearing, nor am I carrying my wheelchair.
Now here's a
It's an
fucking
empty
predicament.
wheelchair.
I'll just push it. Cleo will just push it. It's just we just have
Yeah,
it.
Clio just walks like this.
It's fine. It's not a big deal. Well, the wheelchair's not invisible.
Yeah.
If
I
that's what
think,
we're going with.
well, for wearing, I feel like you have the wheelchair
Yeah,
equipped.
no, I was being
Okay.
I was being a
I'm
little
like, I'll
shit.
fucking push. I'll push an empty looking wheelchair. I don't have a problem with that. That's way less suspicious than us carting around a fucking bloody corpse. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast. I'm gonna look to Gaius and say, I think I have a solution. Is it cool if I turn you invisible,
Like,
like right now? Is that do I have your consent to do
is this
thing?
a magic? This is a new
It's a
magic
magic-
thing.
It's
The
a magic
answer
thing. You won't
should
be
be
invisible
yes.
forever.
The answer should be yes. Unequivocally, we should turn the man carrying the body of
Yeah.
Albatius
Well, I
I
just
mean,
want
yes, do it. Obviously,
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Great.
It's just new.
Oh yeah, it is. It'll be fun. We'll have a good time. So I have so few spell points. Gaius is invisible now. I sort of like lay my hand on Gaius and I'm like, all right, have a fucking ride. And yeah, now he's invisible.
Clio, you disguise Gaius using illusion magic and the body from any prying eyes that would hope to see. And Gaius, nothing really changes for you. The world maybe has like a slight haze to it. But yeah, as far as you get it, everything's the same.
On my end, I'm like leading the way. I would just like to say I am minor illusioning everyone's like sounds in any other street or alleyway other than this one, just as like a like something will crash, a cat will like and like another one.
Just like a roll of Foley sounds, just following.
Absolutely. There's I minor illusion of Foley artist in the other alleyway, like.
Good. Excellent.
Let's do another take of that.
Yeah, can I get another?
Here's a little conversation coming down the. No, that's a super super cool idea, and absolutely go for it.
Okay, great. And we're just. I think I like to imagine Clio. Tell me if this is any different. I feel like we're like going quickly, but trying to be like I know Marcus is like very like straight, like back, like just like going, and we're making it.
We are holding it together. We are holding it.
We are keeping it together. Oh, I will say as we're walking, oh, I have message. I do have message. I'm going to just like message Clio and be like, are we calling Dominicus? Are we handling this ourselves?
That is, I don't want to make that call. Do you think we should wait until all 5 of us are back together and we can talk about it when we have a little more time? Okay.
On one hand, I don't think they're very competent. Not our associates, the senators. Yeah, I saw your little arm. Don't worry. On one hand, I don't think that the insurrectionist senators are very competent. On the other hand, this is in some way their fault, and I think at least some of them should have to take responsibility for it.
My thing is I don't trust them yet. I'm not there yet. And I don't think it would be wise if I was, but I also think that they promised to protect us and they need to make good on that.
I concur wholeheartedly.
Okay. We'll talk about it when we get there then, I guess.
We keep speed walking to my workshop.
You guys are moving through the
still need to make the stealth checks?
I mean,
oh yeah.
Not for this part for sure. Not for this part for sure.
Okay. Teacher, do we have homework?
You guys are moving. You guys are moving through the kind of pristine streets of this section. But as you do, the kind of very smooth stone concrete moves into a more rough cobblestone. Guys, you're used to moving across it, but it is a little more rocky and changing. You guys actually move into the kind of great. I use the word plaza a lot. I just love it. But this huge circle with the Coliseum on the other edge. I would like you all to make stealth checks as you pass by the. Yes.
I'm assuming with advantage, right? I mean, we've got invisibility, and I'm popping sounds.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning, so it's still gonna be relatively low. But you are passing by the memorial, which does have a few people at it who would be likely to recognize you.
I think invisibility itself, though, does give advantage, as part of the spell description for
at least for Gaius.
Yeah, at least for Gaius.
Yeah. So are we also rolling with advantage?
My D20 just flung.
No, Marcus and Clio are not with advantage. Gaius, roll with advantage. I don't think anyone's going to notice the invisible noises of your wheel. And I think they'll be fine. But
I don't see anything about advantage, but that's your call. I might have not written down the spell. No, yeah, I didn't. He's invisible, so. I'm gonna use my I don't want the roll that I just got. I'm gonna should I do it? I'm gonna burn my favorite. I rolled a 5. I don't want to have a 5, so I'm gonna burn my favored by the gods, and I'm gonna add 2d4 to that.
Ooh.
Just, I probably still won't do super good, but I would love to do just a little bit better.
Is that a feat or like a feature?
That is my divine soul shit.
Damn.
Yeah, so I'm adding 6 to that. I got a 4 and a 2. I don't know what 5 plus 6. 11.
11. Do you have any stealth to add to that?
Oh, that's a good question.
How about you?
13.
I got
13.
a 10. I was thinking about like prestidigitating like sparks in a different direction than us. I don't know if that would help or hinder.
Do you want to do it? Would Marcus do it?
Are there like... Yeah, absolutely. I think like as they're walking, I don't know if sparks... I think we're gonna walk... I'm gonna prestidigitate an odd odor in the direction that it's opposite to where we are walking.
Okay, cool. You guys pass by undetected. The very few people at the shrine kind of turn their head over as they kind of move a little bit away from this odd odor that you've created. What's up, guys?
I didn't say my stealth check.
That's
You
fair.
didn't.
Motherfucker,
No, I rolled a
you
17.
didn't.
I'm just fucking with you guys.
So what was the meaning of this?
I-
What was the point? What was
I'm just trying to lighten the mood. Everyone's so tense. It's just
That made me
we're playing
tenser.
for
That made me
fun.
tenser, darling. Darling, that made me so much tenser.
All right, we've made it through the first obstacle.
Absolute
Okay.
shit stir.
Life is like a hurricane.
I can't
here
stand you.
in
I absolutely
the-
can't.
Guys is having a
You're
great time
killing
right
me.
now.
We
Clayton's
are
just
gonna have a
trying to
second
get
body.
Disney up on our ass.
Yeah, wait, damn it.
That was
The
within 10
plant
seconds,
from the
it's very
House of Mouse.
Let's keep on going with this group.
Yes, please.
You guys move out of the plaza and in through some of the shops. Marcus, you know that your workshop is not very far away. You're kind of part of this guild district. I would like another stealth check from everybody.
Still with advantage.
There are now like people like opening windows. You still make it with advantage, Gaius. They are setting up shop. They are getting all of their wares out to be sold. It is crowded.
Another 11.
Okay.
I again, I'm still doing my little like, not espionage, but other stuff going on. So if I minor illusion a sound, like from, again, just trying in a direction that is not directed at us, of like glass breaking and like a like, oh no, but not like an oh no, but like oh, like a gasp. Would that add anything to my roll, or am I?
It would affect the DC.
Wunderbar. I know it's like virtually the same thing. It just feels nicer when it adds more to your roll.
A good D20 rolled under my desk, and I can't live like this. But I also don't want to
Kick
stop
it with
everything
your,
to get
with
it.
your little foot.
I
can't find it. I don't know where it went.
Here's a question.
Yes.
When something is like literally like 90% on one number, is that considered cocked?
I consider it cocked, which is why I have cocked dice so many times, because like it's just nice to roll it and it goes straight, and you know for sure. Just as
It's
long as you
nice with
take
a
whatever the
low
reroll
number.
is.
That sucks. Can I take my cocked number?
Oh, you rerolled.
That's not how that works.
That's how it works. You rerolled.
This is stupid. I felt like I had to reroll. I was peer pressured into re-rolling.
You asked,
Well,
Riley.
that's on you, Riley. If you get peer
So
pressured, that's
good
on you.
Trying my best.
What'd you roll?
Yeah, I only got a 7.
7 and 11.
Yeah.
I got a
Ah,
9.
we did really good.
With
Damn it, we're gonna
advantage,
get
you got
sued
a 9.
again.
I rolled a 3 and an 8.
We suck.
Oh no.
Um,
Oh no.
It's the
This is how
sound of
not to get away
wheels
with
over
murder.
cobblestone, but there's no wheels in sight.
Yes, the wheels hit over a particularly bad batch of a pothole, which has a very interesting linguistic history, by the way. I will not share it right now, but it is very interesting.
Because there's wood in it.
No, it's because potters used to take the clay from the earth that had been run over by all of the wheels that was already like done for them, and so they wouldn't have to
Oh
like
yeah, because you have to
wrestle the
like
air out
wedge.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fun.
and then it's still called potholes today.
This is what I'm telling the all the merchants as we walk past, just to distract them.
But guys, you what did you rolled an 8?
9. I rolled an 8. I got a 9.
Okay, that's not bad enough for something horrible to happen.
Good.
But you do move over this and you have to quickly adjust. You grab Albatius's body as it like slips over onto one side. It does not fall, but you do let a little bit of noise escape. Call some attention over to Clio and Marcus. And you hear Marcus, Prosperous.
No.
You
Mr.
son of a bitch!
Civerolo?
I'm supposed to listen. Don't you owe me? I gave you. You see this fruit vendor. He's full of like pears and different kinds of like more like kind of exotic fruits for the area. And he steps out from behind his doorway because these are also these people's houses, which is another interesting thing about Rome. I did a lot of research recently.
Nice.
Do I know this guy's name?
Yeah,
Oh, do I get to make it?
you do.
Shit. Trevor. I'm just kidding.
Interest Pinbrooks.
No, actually, I'm naming him Trevor. I can assure you, Trevor, that I owe nothing to anybody, but
Listen, stop by, get you some fruits, and I'll do you a trade. I always want my portrait drawn. I would love something like my wife would like it. I don't know if you do that kind of stuff, but maybe something with a little less robes. I could. Nice to meet you, Trevor. He holds out his hand towards Clio.
I'm sorry. Are you
Mhm.
commissioning me to draw pornographic images
I
between?
prefer the term boudoir, but call it what you like. I know that's not a lot of artists get their start, and I've always wanted to help a local.
Hey, tell
person.
you what, Trevor. How about you come to my workshop in about a week? That way, that gives me time to practice some compositions for your drawing.
I'm gonna make
Why
an
did you
insight
say
check.
drawing?
I'm gonna
Like,
make an insight check for Trevor.
why did it sound
know,
so
man's
sinister?
An expert in insight.
You know
She
Trevor's a
was watching
dumbass.
this,
You better
like-
give him like a -2 in insight.
I'm obsessed with Trevor's the only character that matters.
You rolled a 12, which isn't horrible.
My passive deception.
Marcus, is something bothering you?
I'm gonna cast a mage hand and just start pulling fruit off of his like fruit stand and knocking it off.
You
the
can't.
ground.
You literally can't because if you cast a spell, invisibility ends. You can't do that. And
Yeah.
Clio would have told. I told you that. I read that spell description. I'm gonna say Clio told you that. You
That's
can't
fair.
cast a spell. You can't
Okay.
attack.
I look at Trevor. I go, Trevor.
Okay.
In all the years that we have been lucky enough to know each other, have you ever known me to not be bothered by something at any given point?
You're not a ray of sunshine, Mark, but I don't think that. I mean,
Oh,
I've
no.
always considered us pretty.
Cleo,
friends.
Cleo is gonna sort of step in and just be like, I'm so sorry, but Marcus is actually helping me do some things today. I really hate to interrupt this conversation, but I could really
Okay.
use-
Have you ever tried a pear before, though? I mean, I've never seen you come by this place, so I'd really like to show you. You can on the house. I'll give it to
I'm
you.
actually.
Why don't
it's-
you
I'm-
bring
it's so
the
unfortunate.
pears
I'm actually.
to the workshop next week, Trevor?
All right. Hey, Trevor knows when he's not wanted. All right. Apparently, you guys have something going on. I won't ask too many questions. But yeah, I would love to maybe have a little get together sometime.
For sure,
like it's been
absolutely.
Too long.
Thank you so much. It's been great meeting you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you.
I'll start practicing your new drawings.
Okay, let's go, Marcus.
Yeah, we're leaving.
Okay.
Listen,
As
Aemil,
we go away, I'm gonna just sort of as close to Marcus as I can without bumping into him and just be like, if it means anything, I very, very clearly envisioned myself knocking all of his fruit off of his fruit stand.
You know what, guys? That actually is quite comforting.
Who are you talking to there, Marcus?
Trevor! Can't wait to draw your
It's okay. It's okay.
if Aemil ever dies, Trevor's my backup character. I'm just saying that now.
You
Will,
bring
I'm
Trevor
taking
into
your
this
NPC.
fucking party.
Absolutely, I would do that.
It's
Absolutely, I
over.
would do that. Trevor the fruit vendor, that's backup. Listen,
The magic of
Here,
fruits, huh?
as you guys are moving out, you hear, what a crack up that guy.
Cleo was like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Am I a crack up, Cleo? Is that the kind of
That's not exactly the word.
right? Yeah, I felt like I don't crack people up.
No.
Here's the
I know I
wouldn't
workshop. Say that.
Unless we're not at the workshop.
No,
But
you
I
guys
felt
do
like-
make it to
Here's the
workshop.
fucking workshop.
I like. I know it's not a garage door, but I lift up the garage door to my workshop.
Cool, very cool.
Um,
You find everything as you left it. There is like a kind of like the dust of all of the little pieces of stone that have been put up through all of your carving. Clio, as you enter, or Marcus, describe it if you so kind.
Yeah, I think it's not a small workshop, but it's not like a huge place either. It's like kind of a perfect square, I think. And I think like you've just got there's tables that have like sketches all over it. There's stuff like tacked to the wall as well. There's various sculptures. There's like a lot of sculptures. Some are like smaller and kind of made out of clay or bigger that look like they're like kind of mock-ups. And then you have actual stone statues being worked on. There's probably at least like 5 or 6 like statues in various like arrays of completion, including the tiefling.
I was about to ask about the tiefling.
Yes, I think the tiefling is, there's not much, but I think because he was only able to work on it for a little bit, I think there's like half of a face and like a horn.
That is
right
precisely what I was thinking.
Good us.
Yeah, and there's also
Uh-oh.
and there's also plaster in this workshop. Because I made sure, I asked you if plaster was invented.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how much, you worked in shop, you know. Plaster being like what, a vat? Like a vat of plaster?
A bucket,
Yeah, bucket.
How big of a bucket?
a 5-gallon, right? Is that how big? 10-gallon? Is that what they were?
Like a Home
I
Depot
guess
bucket?
it
Those are
depends
probably
on
5
like
gallons.
what scale the plaster is being used. Like we had it in the 5-gallon buckets. But if you're like a professional sculptor, you might have a larger.
I'm thinking of like
place
the
to store
primer
it.
things that we had, which were like
That's
those
fine.
were-
5.
5-gallon
Okay.
buckets.
That's just good for me to know. Anyways, continuing the description of the workshop currently, just like bunch of scattered papers. There's like these, again, beautiful sculptures. They're beautifully done. They're in various marble, various granite, various precious stone. And yeah, I think it's like dusty, but you can tell that like a lot of work happens here.
I think Clio has seen a lot of art. Not a lot, but I think she's seen enough to know good art. And I think she kind of like takes a moment. She's kind of like, all right. Like, I think there's sort of like an expression that crossed her face of like, damn, okay. Like, and I think she's clearly like impressed by this.
Make yourselves at home, except probably not for too long.
Can I not be invisible anymore?
Yes, I will lift that for you.
I'm gonna dump the body onto the ground. Is there a place to put this thing That was
There's
our
not-
former senator.
A place.
I think this is
Is
the
this
place.
fine?
We know how to cast body parts.
Let's cut there. I'll skip all the description. Basically, you guys are gonna have to make the same 2 rolls that they did,
Not Trevor.
because you guys have your own plan. I don't know what's going on, but it's gonna be the same 3 sections that you guys did.
Sure, yeah.
Any plans?
Can we like weekend at Bernie's this?
Our drunk friend Augustus.
Our
Oh,
drunk
what a
friend
crazy night he had.
Prestidigitation, Roman sunglasses.
Good.
I mean, that's a
Good.
good plan, and I have no plans. That's a good plan.
Are we? Should I? I'm gonna cast prestidigitation to get off the blood.
Maybe that's a good idea.
Okay.
I'll help with that. I'll do that as well.
Does
And
it,
now I have my 5th cantrip.
Woohoo!
You guys take a little bit of time, probably before fully leaving the Valerius estate, to rid your robes of their blood. And they are now pristine white, as they had been. Or I don't know, actually. I don't know what color you guys wear.
I feel like it's important that everyone see how I originally first spelled prestidigitation, which was PRESSIBIBIBIBT.
Yes.
you should type that out like on TikTok or something and have the text to voice thing read it out.
Am I
Press
the bibited?
So you guys are no longer bloody, and you guys are no longer dirty.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Does prestidigitation, however, put any like little more clothes on Augustus or something?
I don't.
That's all right. He's
So-
drunk. He's stripped. He
He's
wants
drunk.
to streak.
He's drunk in his underwear. Oh, we just killed somebody.
It's fine. You're fine.
Aemil, it's fine.
I was kidding.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's roll some
Uh,
stealth checks.
Make this first stealth check. This DC will be the same, but you guys will have disadvantage.
Oh my god.
You guys are carrying an unconscious body through the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No, that
fair.
tracks. I'll give you that one, Will. You
Sure.
got us there.
Plus stealth?
Wow, that's
Five.
really good for me.
5.
I rolled really well. I just want you to know, Will.
Mhm.
What is this? Stealth?
Like
Yes.
a 12.
Mhm. 4.
Oh no. We're in the rich part of town where everyone knows Augustus.
It's
Arthur's
everyone
going
knows
for his morning
Augustus.
stroll.
Yeah.
No.
You guys did not pass the DC.
No, we
Um,
didn't.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Was the DC not?
Wait, what if I say it with more confidence? I got a 5.
No. No.
I got a 5.
Not everybody
Almost
It
has
happened
a half
once.
jar.
It will never happen again. Who spots you?
Nobody.
I got a 5.
Nobody.
Trevor walked up to the upper district.
It's
Aemil
Alexi.
exclusively
Alright.
buys fruit from Trevor.
I can't believe I rolled a 3 and a 4, by the way.
Welcome to the club, baby.
Do good.
Here's what I'll say. It is the morning. This is like the kind of like sleepiest area. No one stops you, but there are people around, whether they be hired help from the household, or you see people looking out from their windows. A good number of people see you.
I'm gonna mumble, but mumble as in it's kind of mumbling, but loud enough for people to hear me. Because one of these days, Augustus, I'm not gonna be here to bail you out of your troubles.
Make a performance check.
Do I get advantage?
What can I do to help you? I don't know what this relationship is.
Can it be a persuasion check?
No, but it's going to be a performance check.
Well, they start.
You're putting on a show for all the people watching you.
I'm persuading them.
What is theater but persuasion?
Hey.
Wow, that was really good. That was a 10.
Good to know.
Better than your last one.
But people hear me say that, right? And I want to look annoyed, like moderately
Say
annoyed.
that. You do look annoyed. You guys move back into the large central plaza of the city.
We're going to go around.
Yeah, you guys can move through some of the kind of alleyways and stuff like that. It'll take longer, but yeah.
We're not carrying a dead body, just an unconscious one. I think we can take the time.
Let's take the scenic route.
Take the scenic route.
Let's see the sight.
Oh.
Make another stealth check.
Also at disadvantage?
No, this one's at normal now.
Oh, gee, thanks. Gee, thanks. 12.
Okay.
Let me do that again. 12.
Hey, guess what?
What?
12.
Whoa!
That's 24 altogether.
Hey, yeah. You know,
if you think about it, 24 is a
if
really
you put that together, that's like more than you could physically get on a D20.
Yeah, average of 12. So,
12.
you
You
guys,
didn't roll for Augustus?
Oh, should I?
He's being so quiet. He's not even conscious.
He's
He
so
automatically
has advantage actually.
He would.
You guys are moving through this alleyway. When you are stopped, when you meet like face to face as you turn the corner, someone neither of you recognize, a younger woman with like kind of longer brown hair, and she goes, "Oh, excuse."
Hi, sorry.
He had a crazy night.
Do you need help with anything? He's okay. She doesn't recognize him. That would have been fun though.
That would have been funny.
Do you have any medicine or anything that we could?
No, but I know. I mean, there's the general. There's the hospital. Not too far away. If you need, is he that bad off?
He's fine. He just got a little. He drank a little too much and decided it would be good to go skinny dipping. And
all right. I don't. That's all well and good for him. I really think that you should take it. He doesn't look very well, and she kind of reaches her head under to try to give him a better look.
Which way is the hospital? Like
away
from where we're going.
That doesn't make sense city planning wise, but it's not towards where you're in your direction.
The hospital's only in the rich area. Wow.
It's near the edge of it.
I'm
gonna say we really can't afford that. There's someone where I live who practices like home
money.
medicine.
I can give you money. I can.
No.
That's quite all right.
That's really so kind of you, but
we have to take him back to his home. Last time I took him to the hospital, he got so mad at me that he threatened to kick out of his house and never let me in again. So
right. Fine. Okay. Both of you make deception checks.
Okay. Oh no.
Make them standard deception checks because you guys have been going pretty well.
It was almost a natural 20. I don't lie. 10.
I do.
You're a politician, we know.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
And also, I wasn't lying.
Well,
he has
lying
threatened to kick me off his
different.
property before, after I took him to the hospital.
Lore.
Was not a lie.
Lore.
Could that be a persuasion check? It's fine. It was a dirty 20.
Just so many decisions to me. I don't know what the most fun option is.
I think you do.
She goes,
Can I?
well, do you need any help moving him? I could walk with you for a while. I don't have anywhere to go.
What is your name?
I saw a good one.
Trevor.
Trevette. It's Trevor's wife.
Are you Trevor's wife?
Lariah.
Lariah. Well, Lariah, you're very kind for your help, but truly, I think we've got it. You're very kind, and we truly appreciate any help and your concern. But truly, I think we've got it. I've known him very long.
All right.
All right.
Okay. I believe you. Well, good luck with him. I hope things turn around for him in the future.
Yes, me too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good rest.
I hope he goes through some sort of personal transformation.
You guys continue through the alley. You guys are going to come out right in the middle of the this kind of section.
So let me ask you a question about this alley.
Yes.
What's like in it?
Not much.
A barrel, an empty barrel,
Perhaps
a burlap sack,
lots of garbage. There's
garbage bag,
There's a fair chance there's a burlap sack out here.
a person's.
Stick them in a bag.
I feel like it's less
Like, that's
suspicious for
worse.
two people to be carrying like a
that's
random
worse.
bag
No,
than it
he's
is.
drunk.
No, he's drunk. He's drunk. You're right. He's drunk.
There's not like there's nothing.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. I was hoping you'd tell me.
A scroll of teleport to Marcus's workshop.
Yeah, Will, what am I looking for?
Okay, never mind. But can I prestidigitation him to make him look? You can have 3 at the same time, so make him look a little bit better,
like
less sick. I guess you said he looked
Okay.
really sick.
You can make a color on somebody.
Can I make him look
So
so
you got-
hot that people are just like,
Just a
kind
little
of
blush
look
to
at
his
him?
cheek, just a little bit of life. Sure, yeah, you can do prestidigitation.
Cool. I'll do that, and I guess we'll keep going.
Okay.
This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare.
As you guys enter into the slightly more busy marketplace, I would like all of you, both of you, to make stealth rolls disadvantage.
Disadvantage again. All right. Come on, baby.
Can I do the same thing that I did last time, which is grumbling?
Sure. Yeah.
Ooh. How about a 15, William?
That was really good for me, personally. A 6.
So
We're going up.
21 to around 10. Okay.
10 and a half.
Yes. Okay.
Hey,
You guys
hey.
enter into the place. There, you go right by someone's booth that they're just opening up. And she drops all of this like pre-cut lumber that she had. That's it, body.
No, he's just drunk.
You
He's
wouldn't
just drunk.
happen to have a hangover cure, would you?
Very good. Make another deception check for me. Both of you guys.
Not a persuasion check?
Can I
Oh
give
my God.
Avalon the help action
persu-
instead of doing it myself?
Sure. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Wow. Sorry, what was it again?
It's a
Deception.
deception check.
13.
Did you
13.
roll with advantage?
I did. The other
Okay.
one's a 7.
Um.
Oh, never mind.
We're not lying. He's not dead.
It's a lie.
We're
will
lying
be
that
a-
he's
there
drunk,
will be a
but
hangover,
it's not
so-
a dead body.
She kind of approaches you a little more closely. He doesn't look very good, and she kind of like, she's a very forward person, just kind of grabs him by the face and like slaps him up a little bit, and it just lulls back down.
When I tell you I have tried everything to get this man to come up out of this drunken stupor he's been in, I tell you I've tried everything. Not even a bucket of water. I feel like that's worked in the past and that doesn't work now.
I don't know what to say. She's still eyeing you suspiciously. I can't do anything to stop you. But I hope that you get him into a nice bed, a nice warm bed.
We're going to get him help. He looks really bad. We're trying to fix him up.
Yes, I understand how horrible this looks. Believe me, if I saw this on the street, I definitely have some questions. However, he is fine. I don't know what else to tell you.
Uh-oh.
What does that look for? We're telling the truth
Can
right
that
now.
be a persuasion check?
No, that was her insight check, which she rolled a 3 on.
Yes.
Thank God.
Is that good or bad right now?
That's good for you guys.
Okay,
You
all
don't
right.
want her to be good at noticing social cues.
She kind of rubs the sleep from her eye. Well, if you get him where he needs to be, I suppose that's okay. If you wouldn't mind moving through here fast, I don't think many of the other shops would like having a drunkard like him around.
Yeah, we're trying as fast as we can.
All right. Go on. I'm sorry that you're having to deal with this.
No, it's all right.
You guys are free to continue on.
Fucking booking it.
Sorry for the inconvenience, and we go.
Although she did roll low on the insight, you guys do notice that she keeps an eye on you all the way over to the workshop.
Okay.
So she knows where you guys have gone.
Sure.
That's not great.
Oh, are you still coming in?
It
It makes sense if you do. It's just if
do
they
we notice her
first.
notice us where we're going? We see her see us go wherever we're going, right?
Make perception checks.
Cool. I'm bad at those.
I realize I said.
Oh, I rolled really good though. Perception strong. I have a 0, 17.
17? Yeah, you do notice that she's watching, that she's keeping an eye on you.
I'll message to Avalon. Should we go to Marcus's?
Let's go with his father.
Okay. We'll go like 2 blocks down and then go around a corner and then
Okay.
come in the back door.
I feel like that works. Yeah.
I feel like workshops have back doors.
Makes sense to me. Yeah, you need multiple ports of exit. Yeah, you hear knocking on the back door. Not where you expected them to come, but they're here.
I can. What do you think the material's made out of? Can I message through the door? No,
Yeah.
I shouldn't do that. I just crack it open and see who it is.
We would have been like, it's us.
Great. Get in. Do I see the horse?
There's no
We're
horse.
not
Not
on
a
the
horse.
Worm. Wonderful.
There's not a worm either.
I go. Get.
Maybe Avalon.
And then I see Augustus, and I think I'm just gonna clock it, and then not say anything.
That's
While they were traveling, in the time between it took us to get in and then them to get there, I will have gone to Clio. Miss Meliora, if you don't mind, I didn't want to bring this up earlier, but remember the creature we saw in the house, the burning house? It bit me, and I have not had a chance to wrap it or treat it. I was just wondering if you could patch me up real quick.
Yeah. Will, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there any fucking chance I would know that there is something going on? I don't think I would, but I am begging just for if there's any chance that Clio would put together like this wolf thing bit that werewolf. But well, she doesn't know it's Augustus. She doesn't know it's
Marcus
Augustus,
is
so
going
she
to
wouldn't
say something because Marcus recognizes.
Okay, then I'll let Marcus say something because the thing that just clicked in my mind is Clio doesn't know it's Augustus, so I don't think there's any way she would make that connection that this is like a catchy situation.
Yeah. Well, I also don't know it's Augustus, but I recognize. I think Marcus is just gonna be like the wolf thing.
The person, the wet dog. I had to.
I'm gonna pull out my sketchbook and write. I'm gonna start like penciling. And I'm gonna say, "Is that ours?"
The sketchbook writes, "A hello would be nice. It's been a while."
It's been 2 hours, dude.
Hi, sketchbook. How was your day? Mine was quite trifling, as we've just murdered Albatius Damascus, and I write this only because I know that you will eat this ink up immediately. But sure, what have you been up to in my pocket?
It kind
The
of
attitude.
saps all of the ink. It writes, "Nothing. Waiting on something. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. It is a consequence of us.
First of all, what are you waiting for? Secondly, what was it? What was the wolf? Because it wasn't a dire wolf. Like, I saw that it was a different thing. So that's what I'm asking.
You're asking what was the wolf in reference to the wolf monster thing that you saw.
Yes. So I'm asking, what were you waiting for? And then what was the wolf man?
I get to work through you, Marcus. I thought you would have noticed that by now. And then I am uncontrollable. The consequences are many and varied. This is one of them.
Is Gaius Maximus all right?
It writes, I don't know. I am, and this is something entirely new.
Goodbye. I give it a goodbye. I give it a salutation.
Do you wait to look for a response, or you just close the book?
I look for a response. I wait.
Bye, Marcus. See you soon.
Love you. Hugs and kisses.
Love you. I do a little heart in the notebook and then put it back.
No, you hang up first.
I close it up, open it back up, and I go, "Thank you for your help." And then I close it. I do wait for a response. I just look at Gaius.
Just for the record, I don't know if the rest of everybody has seen Marcus just like frantically writing.
I just assume he's on some like weird, some other shit. I just don't worry about that.
I see you both staring at me. I go, "Oh, this is my boss."
Oh.
I guess yours.
How does that work?
An owl. Mine is a book.
Yeah.
I put it away.
Okay.
Gaius, I don't know what's going on with you, but I feel confident in saying that things are probably gonna get weird.
I feel like things have already gotten weird.
They're going to get my specific brand of weird.
Oh.
And then can I say there's is that what
I was about to say?
I'm gonna say to Gaius, like, while Marcus is like letting them in or whatever, I'm gonna say to Gaius, like, I think if it's some kind of infection, I could try to maybe ward it off. I have one thing I could try, but then I think I'm tapped for a while. I could try that and then just dress it normally. I don't know if that is better than just healing it over. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Save your strength. We may need it later. If we could just bandage it for now, I can hold off.
Okay. I don't know what Marcus would have in terms of like medical supplies.
I mean, I work with tools and shit. Like,
yeah,
I don't have like a lot of stuff, but I
literally
figured there would be
like-
bandages in the workshop, I assume. He's working with knives and hammers and shit.
Yeah. Well, the other thing I'm thinking is like when you're working with like isn't there like a thing that you do sometimes when you're like casting stuff where you like dip strips of cloth in stuff and you get it so it would dry? Is there like strips of cloth or something? Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm not. This isn't my medium. But something like
Will
that.
has had his face plastered before.
Yeah, something like that I could
Somebody
use
else is
to
about
like
to get their face plastered if that's the plan we go with.
dress it. And anyways, I'm gonna dress it and wrap it and just sort of clean up the situation.
Yeah. I'm gonna let Avalon and Aemil in. And kind of immediately just go, great.
A-team.
A-team.
Avalon, Aemil, and Augustus.
Were you both seen?
Not directly coming in here, but a lot of times. It's
Many
really
times.
hard to...
You aren't the most subtle either, so it's...
We're pretty subtle. Well, no, I forgot about Trevor. Never mind. Yeah, we were not subtle.
I don't know how much time we have in here. I don't know what plan we want to do. We need to either get rid of or hide the body, presumably, unless we think that there's something we could do with it. But
I think hiding it would be the best solution. Getting rid of it, hiding it. Also, we did bring Augustus, that's his name. He is the weird wolf creature thing.
Oh.
How is he doing?
He's fine. I wasn't sure. We couldn't leave him there with the possibility of him transforming again and running amok.
And speaking of things happening there, a lot of papers. Remember when I was like, hey, what if we faked a plan for Albatius that he was actually magic and gonna do a bunch of really messed up shit and take over the world? Yeah, he did that. He did that already. All of this is in a different language that I had to do magic to understand, and it's all about death magic.
Will, I'm gonna take out that stone that had the writing on it that I couldn't read, so you can read whatever language he was using. I mean,
how long did it take me to get here? More than 10 minutes?
It was more than 10 minutes.
I will cast it again. It's only a first level.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know any specifics, but he did talk about creating a new military power for Imperius.
Aemil, you see that the stone says sending on it.
Fuck.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yep.
Would I know that there's someone on the other end of this?
Oh
Would Aemil know that?
Yeah, we don't know if it's a sending spell or if it's just going straight to somebody.
I think it's going straight to someone. We don't know that.
Is there a bucket?
You have to.
Is there any way I would know what that means or like what? I mean, I can assume from the word sending that what it's sending is some sort of information.
Yeah.
Is that reasonable to assume?
Probably. Make an Arcana check. Make an Arcana check.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'll make a check if you want me to make a check. Yeah, that's. I rolled a 19. Do you want me to do the math on that, or can I?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
It's sending information.
Cool. I'm gonna go over to one of those buckets of plaster that Marcus has, and I'm gonna drop it in there. No,
it's actively sending.
That's none of my business.
And Clio doesn't know whether that's true or not, but he knows that it can. She gathers that this thing. Sending spell. Clio actually might pick it up a little. You haven't cast it yet, but you thought about it. So Clio recognizes that's within the power of you guys, and so that this spell is this stone is probably capable of doing that.
Okay, cool. But just to clarify, it is not active.
I don't think it's like a live radio. We don't know.
I just want to make sure Clio doesn't perceive it that way.
No, I'm just like, I don't want anybody trying to, I don't know what information it's sending. I don't know if it's actually actively sending information. I just don't want it to do that. And so I don't think I can smash it because it's a fucking rock. So what I'm going to do is drop it in a bucket of plaster and just let it kind of vibe there.
Clio, you hear in your mind, those could be very powerful. You shouldn't just abandon them like that.
Honestly, kind of true.
All right, I hesitate. Okay, I hesitate.
Who's in her mind?
No, it's after you throw it in. You have thrown it in. You recognize the voice as Castrius's.
Oh, never mind. That's stupid bitch.
What is he doing? Why does he what?
Okay. Do I get the sense that that is message that I can respond to that, or
You can
was that
respond to
just
sending too, babe.
I don't know.
His whole shit. It's not message. You can't respond to it.
Okay.
You can't respond to it.
I'm gonna be double extra sure, but I'm almost positive that you can't respond.
Hate that.
Okay. It's
Why
fine if I
does he-
can't.
Why does he know anything about what's happening?
I am so close to being out of spell points again. Just to let you guys know, I currently have 6.
Albatius Damasus was raising a dead army.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Which-
that's also a
Makes
so
me
sorry.
feel way.
You can respond.
Oh,
Clio.
Okay. Well, now I don't know what I want to say. Hold on. Because there's what Sarah wants to say, and there's what Clio would say. Because what Sarah wants to say is like, the power that my wrath has is not, don't even worry about it. But I think Clio stops, like she freezes and is like visibly a little thrown off, and kind of like, and she thinks very hard in her noggin, and she says, "Where are you?" And I don't know if there's a response. That's what she says.
That's good. He replies with close by.
fuck you.
Do I get to respond again?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get the feeling as you like respond and like kind of connect on that thread, you could just talk. You could talk as much as you want.
Clio kind of like, I don't think she wants the gang to, I don't know if she has to like speak.
No.
But she's gonna be like, I will see you outside of this building in 1 hour. And that's the end of that.
Now, you did say that you were visibly thrown. Are we able to pick up on that, or passive
everyone make
insight,
insight.
or roll an insight?
For everyone, what's your passive insight?
Not great.
9.
Oh, guys.
13.
13.
What was Avalon?
15.
15. Avalon, you notice that Clio is visibly shaken.
Life is like a hurricane.
Cleo's gonna go back to the group and say, do you need me to call Dominicus? Is that part of our plan? I can do it if you need me to do it.
I think I think that's a good idea.
I think before we talk to anyone, we need to have a conversation about what we know.
Give me 10 more minutes while this spell is up, and I'm going to keep reading through every single piece of paper that I took.
Well, I'll tell you something as you're reading, Aemil. He knew about the meeting. He knew about the plan to kill him. Do everything.
Didn't help him.
No, didn't.
He had spot.
Well, if he knew about the plan, that makes one of us.
Yes, that's a good point.
What happened in there? Did he just come at you for not telling him?
I don't know if it matters what happened. What matters is what people are going to find out. If this gets out, which we're hoping it doesn't.
It's going to.
I think it's safe to assume it's going to. I want to make it very, very clear that we had to stop a dangerous man from killing Avalon Valerius and others. Are we all clear that that's what happened?
Yes, I think it is important for us to know also what exactly happened.
I would agree with that.
You said he was trying to create an army from...
I didn't know it was from the dead, as Aemil had now found out, but he spoke He was at my house ordering our servants to dig graves in our yard and then move all of you saw it. And it was to do something in the war to win it, to have a great military power. He knew about everything. He had wanted me to tell you all. He had wanted me to tell him about all of you and any kind of thinking that you guys were doing. And he knew I was lying to him when I said anything. And whatever you saw him do, summon that spear, he tried to do, but my magic stopped him. And then the rest is what you know.
Aemil, as you're going over the notes, you come across that same schedule again, and looking through the kind of fogged window, fogged with like dust and stone, just guessing where the light is, where it's coming through the window. It is 7 a.m. And Quintus Imbrux is nothing but punctual. And I think we get one final shot of just kind of the five of you in this U, and it pans back over across Albatius's body, just spread out on a table. And that's for today.
To be clear, he's on the floor. We didn't put him on a fucking table.
I feel like if someone walks in, they're less likely to see a body on the floor than they are. I mean, only
Also,
by like
I don't
3
think
seconds,
he deserves
but
to be on the table.
hey, I mean, there's that too.
Riley, can I just say, I'm so glad you're having a good time on this Zoom call.